Hello, I'm here. Let's see. Um, Still don't know what to play. But let me. Will this. I wonder. Let's see. I don't remember my own settings. Nope, that didn't do anything. Okay. I think this one. No, wrong screen. Let's change that. There you go. Hmm. Q. All right. Hmm. I'm still debating on what to play, but because we have a lot of like good games. But I think I'll go back to the stuff that I'd bought because I think we still have like this one. I don't think we played this one. The Fog Trap for Moths. Did we play this? Oh yeah. I was like, did I play this? Yes. And I said not recommended. Yeah, and this one too, but that's like later. I heard it's decent. So, oh yeah, these ones we've played. Maybe I haven't played this one. No, we've definitely played this one. This is the one I first played. Gotta keep up the rating scale. I think I'll install this one. Alright. While we wait for that, we can play some... Because I have some really nice one, like behind the frame. Whispers of a Machine, I heard is really good. I did get The Longest Journey, so there's that. Let's play some REINS as we wait. Oh, maybe I should turn the thing off. 1 second. Give me a moment. Oh, that was perfect. Dude. Cool. We are Harry. We need to win a duel, lose ourselves in a dungeon, and have an heir. Yes. Yes. I guessed and I got it right. Yes. Oh. Okay. I will go! We're supposed to get lost in here, so. Now, I know that this is like, there's a really specific pattern. Oh shit, it's already going down. Oh, I already died. Jump.
That's kind of like getting lost. You got lost in your life.
Yeah. Air door. Kick the door. Your foot hurts. Okay, turn around. What? Oh no. Fire door. I feel like, okay, arsenic. Okay. Carry on. Ah! Or... What? Oh, that was hard. Duels are hard for me. I just like... I just don't know if I'm getting anything right or not. Hey, it's your boy. How's it going? We're waiting for the actual game to install. Let me check on it. It's still installing. Wait, is it not gonna install while I'm playing? Oh. I can't check for some reason. Aw, it's cool. Have a nice sleep. 1 second. I need to make sure. Yeah, it paused. So we gotta stare at the screen for a bit. I gotta change it in the settings. Where? How do I do that? Help. Settings? I feel like I shouldn't be showing this. Let me do this. Downloads? Throttle downloads while streaming. Oh, I don't like that. Allow downloads during gameplay. Okay, cool. Oh, this won't change your settings, won't it?
I don't believe so.
Okay, good. Okay, but it's almost done, so, you know, it's almost unnecessary now. See, it's almost done. Alright, and she's done. It's gonna be full screen. I know it. Ooh, the mark of quality. Is there sounds? Like, I'm not hearing anything. There's sounds. It's just really quiet on this screen, I guess. We are playing The Fog. Trap for Moths. Very simple. This is like the simplest interface we've had. Oh, okay. Thanks. Let's see. Enable hints, custom cursors, aspect ratio. Let's sound volume a little bit. Whoa! Thank you for the resub! Thank you.
It's your boy, it's your boy.
It's your boy! Creamy's still here. He's getting ready to get out, though. Out for work. Thank you, it's your boy. Thank y'all!
Hearts. It's your boy, hearts, nips.
Did you hear him? He was saying hearts. And he sang a little song for you. Alright, let's get into it. Oh my god, is there sound? Okay. It is so quiet. We are a very unhappy child. Uh-oh. That's so good. How can you see anything? Tell me if the game sounds are too low or what. Hold on. It just sounds so low. I wasn't expecting it to be so low. Let's see.
It's nights.
Oh no. Oh no. Our daughter? Ah! We are...
Oh no, we stumbled into a hidden object game.
Alright, just editing. Oh, wow. They don't have casual. I like having the interactive zones highlighted, though. So, I think I'll pick novice. Oh, and, See, a voice said that your song brought a tear to his eye.
Oh, this tear brought a song to my heart.
He said that your tears brought a song to his heart. No.
Like in a good way, not in like.
In a good way.
I like your tear. I like it when you cry.
Not in a creepy way or a bad way. Oh! God damn it. Okay, give me a second. I decided I didn't eat my breakfast and my head exploded. God damn it. Oh, this has already dried up. Thankfully, it didn't get on the chair. Makes cleanup slightly easier. Although, cleanup on this chair would be fairly easy as it is a leather chair. My breakfast. Okay. Now that I'm tidied up. Ahem. My name is Susan Wilde. I have decided to record in this journal my thoughts about the strange things taking place around me. It all started when my daughter, Rachel, and I decided to take a road trip in my car. We loved eating at roadside cafes, but at one of them, I felt as though someone was watching us. I shrugged it off, but when we got back on the road, we crashed and I was knocked out. When I came to, Rachel was gone. Fortunately, I saw footprints leading to an old abandoned house. Did someone kidnap her? I have to find her as soon as possible. Is this before cell phones? Alright. Oh, I see the sparklies. Okay. Crow is like, no, no. A bone? Okay. I don't know the code to that yet. What a crazy lock. Here. If I throw this to his face. No? Okay. Wait, was that it? Oh. A bird, and then... I can't really tell what this is. It's like a line, 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 line equals 2. Okay. We'll think about that. Oh, it has a noise. Dried glue is stuck to the headlight.
That's what it is.
I got a donut. Wait. As I walk toward the mansion. That's a mansion? You call that a mansion?
They have very low standards.
Okay. I could barely see the footprints that were leading me there. I had never seen fog that thick. When I arrived at my destination, what I saw stunned me. It was as though I had stumbled upon a haunted junkyard. Like, this is what we saw at the beginning of the game. Like, we didn't even see, like, a mansion or anything. That's weird. There was a broken down car, a dilapidated house, a tree with a hole that resembled a misshapen face, and disembodied voices. Voices that never stop whispering, except we don't actually hear that in game. It's dead.
It's dead.
Well, she's like, how do I make it let it go?
Lift its head.
I know!
Wow.
Okay. Man, them polygons. This is fun. It's good to be back in the old cheese, you know. Sometimes we just need that old cheese.
Luckily, this dog is a cannibal, so I just gave it bones.
Okay, it's still missing a piece. New interactables, except like they all make the same noise.
They hang their bottles up to dry.
It is funny, right? They're all broken. I wonder if somebody was doing target practice, but there really isn't any. Oh, that was a thing. I didn't even realize.
Maybe they're just hanging up their broken bottles to dry.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like we can interact with anything else. That's for that. No, that's for the pretty. Okay, let's go back. We have a few other things. Rungs? What? Where did we get
Past tense
these?
of rings.
I don't remember where we got the rungs. Oh, is that the what the dog was holding? Okay. Hey! What's up, Carl? We are playing a hidden object game with lots of cheesy goodness.
Right now, the hidden object is the good parts.
Have a donut? Okay, he likes a donut.
Ah.
To Sergeant Greg Stevens, MD. Military Command is shutting down Operation Fog. You and your family are hereby ordered to travel to Sector F on Wednesday, October 12th to be evaluated. Major James Parker. Someone was told. Okay. I found an old letter in a mailbox outside the house. It contained the first clues about what happened to the house and its inhabitants. A military doctor and his family used to live there. One day, the military evacuated everyone. But why? And what was Operation Fog?
They evacuated everyone because of the fog, ironically. Unrelated. Operation Fog was them trying to make fart weapons.
Eat that, I say. Have a good day at work.
Have a good day of streaming.
Get an umbrella. It sounds like it's raining outside.
Rack up lots of wins and pawn the noobs. They got 'em.
Lamel. Sorry. I'm just shifting the window. Okay, let's see. I just had some oats. Ooh, oats, yes. Ooh, yes. You know what? I still have your draw this in your style in my list of things to do. I like have someday I'll get around to doing it. Like I literally transfer it from week to week since it was there. But after this next piece I'm working on, I'll probably have more time. Because right now, I'm still working on something else. Ooh. Okay. Let's return to the game about the fog. Wait, there's some more? Oh no, it's just because it's interactable. Oh, this is 2. I know, but I'm not. This is 2. That's what that thing was. I want to remember that. Anyway, we have a key. Alright, in we go. I mean, why not? Alright. Ooh, spooky noises. No, that's not what I thought I was grabbing onto that, whatever that is. Just use your hands, it's plastic. I bet you we can use this hook right here. Okay. Man, they're putting the creepy noises up in volume. This must be Dr. Stevens and his family. They look happy. Daddy, Mommy, and me. Moving to our new home. You're too young to be writing this. Man. Eliza and Sarah. She doesn't look very hot. What a depressing photo. It looks like Dr. Stevens took it a few months after the last one, and his daughter's health had declined even more. No. Doctor's daughter appears to be older in this photo. Poor thing, she clearly looks sick. Yeah, Dad, why are you taking pictures of your daughter when she's sick? And I got a rope with a magnet on it? That wasn't there before, and it's just called a rope. Clearly. Okay, we can't attach things unless they're complete. According to the photos I found in the main hall of the house, the doctor and his wife had a daughter who became ill. The doctor's wife was a physician too, so they both tried to nurse her back to health. Their daughter reminds me of Rachel. I had a hard time looking at the last photo, as the girl had grown very sick by the time her parents took it. Why did you take it? Also, she looks really happy in this photo. Okay, those noises are now getting a bit loud. Okay, let's go up. Oh. It's hidden object time! No, that was bad. They were doctors, not nurses. But alright. Oven mitt. Oven mitt. Baseball. Is that the ball? Okay. Microphone. That. 3 phone. 1, 2, 3. Forceps. This thing, right? Yeah. Light bulb. Mask. Record. Painting. Oh, I need to put it in something. Here? Yeah. Oh. That's bizarre. It crossed out this painting and that painting. Huh. Tassel. A dry sponge. Grapes. It has hit, so if it's orange, we need to do like to uncover it or something. Alarm clock. And a hat. What? Everything else had been so easy to find. What the hell happened with the hat? What? Not really seeing a hat anyway. What? Yeah, I was like, that's not a hat, but I'm not really seeing a hat. Is there any... What? That was a hat? I don't know what I clicked on. But okay, we got 3 things. A horsey? Is that a... You don't find that this horse has like a bunch of nails stuck onto it. We got a case key. Okay. Okay, we need to light something up. Why is the oven mitt with whatever these are? Is that a battery? Okay. You can't see a thing over there? There's like literally 3 things. Screws are holding it shut. Okay. So we need a screw for that. Oh, it's the other half of the painting. What's happening? Why does a mannequin need such a complicated lock? What? I don't get that. There's no instruction, so I don't know what to do. Okay, I might be missing something. What is with that bed frame? Okay, well. What? I had no idea they really wanted to shut that drawer down. Okay. I guess we'll slowly unlock that as it goes. Is that just with us? Yes. We don't have the handle. If I use the rope. Okay. No. Oh! I didn't even see that. Okay. Now we can do the gramophone. Very short, sad recording. So we know where that goes. In here. And it's guarding a thing. To solve this puzzle, click on the tiles until only white birds are showing. Oh. It's one of those. Yeah. Oh, but it doesn't... Oh. That's weird. Because normally everything it's touching is what flips over, but it's only flipping certain ones. Done. A cleaner. A solvent. Okay. Can I combine things? Alright. Okay. Now, we can enter this thing. It explodes in our face. Crest of the hill. Ooh, a spooky ghost. Wait, what? Oh, it's a dry sponge. Oh, it's one part of that horse. We'll get there. The squeaky sound of the weather vane makes this place even creepier than it already is. Except it doesn't have any sound effects, which is fun. Oh, now there's 3. No? Okay. Oh, hey. This. Rungs. Yes. What else did you want? I have it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have one of 3. Oh, okay. Okay, this game just gives you the whole image, even... Oh, okay, I'm probably still missing this whatever circly thing duct tape looks like. Okay. Well, good to know. Alright, time for more hidden object. A bird. A beard. A block. Iron. Doctor's bag. A bowling ball. Watering can. What? Golf club. Let's just go in order since that's what I've been doing. Times 3 butterfly. Okay, that's 1, that's 2. Fan. Okay, that was a fan. Okay, we'll get the yellow flower now. Butterfly. Butterfly. Oh, there it is. A teapot. Boots. Are those boots? I think those are boots. Man, these pictures are kind of hard to tell what they are. Handcuffs. Some of them, not all of them. A rung. Alright. We got 3 things. It always gives us 3 things, I guess. A shovel. Oh, and I need 4 of the blocks. Alright. I mean, cool. Solve it? No. Why not, though? Oh, geez, that was one of them. It just looks so inconspicuous. Oops, wrong. Can't believe a child would torture a doll. I should be writing those down. Am I writing them down? I'm not. Okay. I need to write these down, so. Give me a moment. I'll be back. I'm gonna grab some pen and paper. I'm back. I'm gonna write that piece of information. It's like doot doot doot. And that is 9. Okay. I'll need to look at the other places. I'm seeing those as well. Oh, hey, need that. It's a code. Okay. Okay, I'll need to find the blocks. It's probably for the blocks. How would this do anything, though? You know what I mean? Like, if we do something to here, it's not like it's attached to anything. Unless it's magic. It's a maze. I wonder what the key looks like. It's not just like us going through. Okay. Oh, there's a magnet. Felice. I found the child's drawings in an old tree house, but they were cute. But when I took the first drawing, I saw a sketch of a monster beneath. Beneath it, it was a dark, evil creature named Felice. I could hardly believe the same kid drew it. Haunted child. The best kind of children. I kid. Those are the worst kind of children. Let's see. Banana peel. Okay. Where did I find... Okay, here's one. It looks like a K with dot, line, dot, and that's a 3. Do I have something to get this now? Like this? Or maybe the solvent? Nope, nope. Okay. Wait, can I get the axe? No, I cannot. Sad. Okay, and then this symbol. And that is 2. Alright, we're slowly but surely getting the code pieces. Okay, no code here. Oh, we have the horse. A keypad. It's missing a piece still. Do I have anything to light this up? No. We still don't know what the hell is up with this. And we still don't have a screwdriver. I mean, we have this shovel, but she doesn't like using that. Is this a thing? Oh, I'm trying to grab the cane, but I guess it's not. Yeah, right here's this threshold. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? I actually don't know what else, if anything. Because we're still missing the keypad. We still don't know how to take this off. Oh wait, the painting, the painting. Canvas is covered in paint. I could use a solvent to remove it. I mean, it's supposed to be covered with paint, lady. Let's just ruin this painting. Okay. Magical. Magical solvent that only precisely removes. Okay. That's a 5. I don't know why they have to make such complicated designs for the code. It only corresponds to certain, like, I don't know, whatever. Alright, now we've done that. Is that enough to unlock the code on the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we're still missing numbers. Wait, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, I need the handle first. Sorry. That's still useless to us. Okay. I need to wet the sponge somehow. I haven't really gotten to like a place where I can wet the sponge. I can still. Oh, there's something here. Oh, okay. Ah, there it is. The other half. Okay. I need to find it. Okay. What if it's one of these? This game sure doesn't give you a lot to work with. Okay. Is there any other? No. Here? I still need a screwdriver. Any? Can I get any of these items? No? I can't. She's too blind to see what's over there. Okay, we've gotten. There's still this. Which I still don't know. I think we're missing because it looks like this, but when you do a close up, it looks like this. So I think it's missing a piece. They didn't like have a not puzzle solved image for it. We don't have anything for this either. So. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have that ball that was in the tree that we couldn't get because of the spikies. Iron ball. Okay, this is for the maze. Move the ball through the maze. Click on the arrows beside the ball to indicate the direction in which the ball should travel next. Okay. Let me do this backwards. It's normally the best way to go about doing this. Okay. This way. This way. Easy peasy. Not creepy. Good God, what a horrible doll. Who did this to it and why? Why do we want to put batteries in it? I know where the batteries are at too, because I saw one in the dresser. Okay, maybe we can tear open the plastic now. That is a huge glass shard. Holy. Do I have any? Oh, oops. No, no new notes. Oh, there is a. I think we have all the numbers because she made note of that. Ah, yep. I've seen several strange symbols in and around the house. If I find them all, I might be able to unlock their secret. I also found a strange case which I'm carrying with me. I think it belonged to Eliza. I'm surprised she's only taking a note of it now, which means it could help me solve the mystery of what happened to the family. So we've had that for a little bit. Okay, we need matches. Oh, we have one of the batteries. Ah, sponge. What sponge? Alright, here we go. What was that? Was this some kind of weird fog mist thing? Okay. Bow tie. Oh, there's like a ghost. Oh, I get it now. It's spoopy. Half of a drawing. Oh my god, what is up with this spacing? That's the second part. Yes, I know. I was told to only get half of it. Tin can. Soap bubbles. After a while, it's just not creepy. What am I doing with this? For here? For here? Sweep the ghost away? Here? I don't know what this is for. Okay, we'll figure it out. But here's the other half. That's the turtle. Okay. Triangle. Dog. Claw. Tin can. What if we click on the ghost? Let's try that when she comes back. Nothing happens. Times 4 star. That's 1, 2, 3. I'll need a 4th star. Yeah, I know, but I don't know where to use the broom on. Oh, okay. Okay. So you can't even collect like the items if it's meant to uncover another item until you've uncovered the item. Okay, razor, ladle. Now we just need the star and a bow tie. Oh, there it is. There's a bow tie. Now the star. This game is making me sleepy. It also doesn't help that right now it is like a cloudy, slightly rainy day. It's like the perfect type of weather for like naps. Let's see. Star, where are you? Reveal yourself. Is that considered a star? That's more like a sun though. Okay, so we finally got this. Don't know what for. And we got this as well. As I was searching for something useful, I saw a ghost. I believe it was the spirit of the doctor's wife, as she looked like the woman in the photos. She was lying in the bathtub as though she was committing suicide. Did something terrible happen in this house? I don't know. Have you seen the state of this house? It's pretty damn rank. Okay. Well, we had this. Let's go to the outside first. I think it's an open floor concept. just click on it. 9427. Let me just write that down. I found a number code on the swing. Who's leaving me hints? I don't know. The guy who kidnapped your daughter. Did you forget? Okay. Where was the... Oh, the for the door. Oh, oops. Okay. I accidentally clicked on it. 9247. What? 9247. It's not the code for that. In the Stanley, does it really? It's not the code. What is this code for? Okay, let's... it won't let me though because of the... Even... It's like, I don't have the handle. Yeah. Oh my god. There's still... Oh, it's just because probably I can still see that. Because this one's done. What is this code for if it's not for that? I'm confused. You get an achievement? What achievement? 9427. Oh god, I wrote the wrong thing. 888, that's funny. Alright. Hidden object area. That won't do. Okay, no. Oops. Didn't mean to. What? Wasn't expecting that. Cool. What happens if we didn't press the button? Would we not have this area open? I like this cow that's just kind of dangling. And it's just like slowly moving up and down. Like what? Anyway. 10. Alright. 10. You need the darts. Okay. Okay, the dart board. Okay. Glue. Glue? Oh god, what is this for? Okay, we'll deal with you later. Darts? I still haven't found any of the darts, so I'll wait on that. Oh, there's one. Wow, we're pretty good. Okay. Block. We're gonna be getting that one. Hook. Pineapple. Hook. Pineapple. Chalk. And there's the cow. Let's get the dangling cow. Why was it just dangling so slowly up and down? Candle. Yeah, candle. Saw blade. Safe handle. We're gonna be getting that one too. How does a safe handle look like? Toast. Chalk. See, things like chalk are like hard to get. Oh, that's actually kind of fun. 10 was 5 plus 5. That's good. Yeah. Everybody knows you keep your mic and your drill in the fridge. And the drill has to actually be drilled into the fridge. Not just in there. Plate. Okay, I think that's what the glue is for. Yeah, there you go. Frying pan. Is this a frying pan? Because this is a pot. That was not a frying pan. That was like a saucepan. Come on, game. Get your pots in array. I can't believe this game got parts wrong. Okay, now the thing is, I don't know what this safe handle looks like. I also need a candle. Does this count as a candle? No. Okay, now I just need the safe handle. But again, how does that even look? Oh, is it this thing? Oh my god, yes. Like, I was thinking more of like a hinge door handle type stuff. Oh. No. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we have candles and a safe handle. So let's go open that safe finally. Like, I was thinking it'd be like a latch door, not a... Oops. Sorry, I clicked out of the game. Okay. It is 9. That's 4. And then that is 5. Sorry. And then 2. And then 3. And then 9 again. What's inside? A screwdriver. We can now open a drawer. Oh, no, it wasn't here. It was, inside the house. On the top floor bedroom. The only bedroom in the house, apparently. Oh. We get to put a portrait in. Whoa. Hey! What's up? Thank you. Now we have more people with the party cat hats on. For a while, nobody had it. And I'm not, I just wanted to see them, not that I want people to subscribe. Although, that's what you need to get them. I just want to see them in the chat. Anyway, I got matches. Finally. Here. Oh, I need to put the candles. Ugh, battery. Ow! My face! Ghost must be real. I could have not have broken that mirror with my mind. I didn't see what she said over this thing. Ah! What a treat to come home after a long day. Glasses exploding at your face. It certainly is a treat. One of my favorite old sitcoms had an episode where you spent a long time trying to crack a safe and a judge's office thing could be about. It turns out the other side of the safe was a locker in the bailiff's lounge. That's funny. Were they passing things to each other? Give me a second. Sorry about that. My ear was getting super itchy, so I needed to get the ear cleaner to, like, scratch it. Well, grab yourself some popcorn, doggo. and enjoy the cheese that is this hidden object game. Pretty good so far. In terms of the cheese content. I have a feeling we'll probably be finishing this today. This game. But I didn't see what she said about this. I found a photo of Eliza in the bedroom. I was heartbroken to learn that she died. I also discovered something even more shocking. She doesn't just resemble my daughter, she could be her twin. When I touched the photo, I saw a ghost in the mirror. I think it was Eliza's mother again. I think it was... she tried to grab me, but the mirror shattered and the spirit disappeared. Is that what happened? Because everything just went too fast. I really couldn't see anything. When the dust cleared, I saw a keyhole in the wall behind the chest of drawers. The last item hunt game didn't have a bonus chapter. Yeah, I know. That was really surprising. We were so used to, like, these games having a bonus hidden chapter. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, we have the battery, so now let's get to the creepy doll. Heal a ghost injury. Man, it sure is easy to get to the secret room with the secret room key. Let me close my pen since we're not writing anything. We have to call the pro tag from that one other game to get ourselves a bandage. That is like Freddy Fazbear in there. Oh, it's the thing. Probably the blocks when we get there. Theirs aren't drawings, they're prescriptions for medicine. Okay. March 6, 1982. My parents don't understand me. They think being friends with Felice is wrong, but they're the ones who are wrong. What's more, Daddy won't give me the colored candies I love. But that's okay because Felice stole them from his suit jacket and she gave them to me. She's the best. Now I know why Liza's parents hid the key to the secret room in a doll. They didn't want anyone to see the place they were keeping their daughter. I found a page from Eliza's diary on the easel. She said her parents didn't like her friend Felice wouldn't give her sweets. Children can be self-centered, but I don't think that's why her parents locked her up. Tun tun tun. TV's unplugged, but it's still on. That's strange. Really? You've had glass explode in your face and you see a ghost lady. You still think that's strange? Firewood, okay. Okay, yeah, that's right. We need that for later. What's this? Oh, it's a butterfly. I wouldn't have been able to guess from that. Okay, let's, that's not creepy at all. Let's see. We have all the blocks now, so let's go to the tree house again. Alright, here. Click on each cube until the image it displays corresponds to the item drawn beneath it. Okay. What a weird block. Okay, mouse. Water the grave, right? Could also be a duck. Music. Man, those are some graphics. Also, what the heck? Did it light up like that when we put the blocks in there? Let's see. I'm gonna write these down. So there's the lighthouse with the smoke, and then there is a man, and then there is a grave, and then there is a spooky ghost. Okay. I've drawn it on my notebook. We got our clues. I found the case with a combination lock on the girl's bed. I knew something important was inside of it. Why else would someone have placed it in the arms of a creepy-looking toy? It took a while, but I figured it out, the combination. Fog, a man, grave, and a ghost. That's a strange sequence of symbols for a case that belonged to a child. You think that kid owned the creepy doll? Okay. Alright. That's supposed to be a fog, apparently. Wouldn't have been able to guess. Man. Grave. Ghost. What is that? Hatch handle. Okay, there's being goth and there's being straight up morbid. Poor girl, I hope those butterflies cheered her up. Okay. Alright, here's a... Did her parents know there was a secret compartment in here? Wait, no, I want to go in the thingy. Greenhouse. It led to the greenhouse? What a weird way to get to the greenhouse. Grinding stone to sharpen something. Oh, that's a log. There's something under the stone slab. Well, it's a mannequin. Fortunately, it's too heavy to move. Okay. What are all these mannequins doing in the greenhouse? Did the mother sew in here? Really? Oh man, what is this strange looking greenhouse with just mannequin bodies hanging from the ceiling? Did the mother sew in here? Is that really your first thought? Yes, I know. That's what I wanted to do. Am I not... What? Here is a... Oh, it's a dull razor. Okay, never mind. Alright. Box cutter. Oh, God. What is this for? Okay, we'll figure it out later. Crowbar. Tire. Oh, it's deflated. Okay. There's a triangle again. Arrow. It's not an arrow. That's totally an arrow, though. Helmet. Yin yang. Gnome. Key. Oh, it's for something too. Here? Okay. Rope. Oh, okay. Supposed to make the jack-o'-lantern, I guess. Pump. For the tire. Okay. Gas can, popcorn. Castle. What do we get? Oh, I still need a triangle and the arrow, right? I still don't know why I won't get that, but... Okay, now I just need the arrow. Which looks like it should be this, but I guess it's not. It won't let me get this thing. Well, that's annoying. That's totally the arrow, though! Oh, they want this arrow. Okay, fine. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, we have 2 of 4 triangles. And we have firewood. Can we use a crowbar for this? Okay. Nope, too heavy for her. How about the box? Oh, we didn't get the box cutter. Dude! Oh my god, just unwind it! Too much to ask for the pro tag of a hidden object game. Okay. I need to lower these. I need to... Can I... Okay, I just need to do that. Alright. Now the razor is sharp. Okay. Oh. Now I can reach it. March 8th, 1982. I don't know where Eliza got those pills. I found her too late to save her. Thankfully, Greg told me about the secret experiments the scientists on the military base were conducting. Uh? They called Operation Fog. They had created a machine that could extract a soul from a dead body. We snuck into the laboratory last night, and now the soul of our beloved child is inside a special camera on the base. Nobody but me and my husband knows about this. Uh? So Eliza committed suicide while she was hallucinating, but thanks to her parents, her soul is preserved in the military base. She committed suicide? I didn't get that from there at all. That looked more like an accident. Okay. When I opened the hatch in the secret room, I discovered a passage to an old greenhouse. The place was full of mannequins and sewing equipment. It seems Eliza's mother enjoyed making clothes there while surrounded by flowers. Is this serious? Who does that? Oh, you know, if you have a garden, what's the best way to like combine your love of sewing and your love of gardening? Why, hang mannequins from the ceiling. Duh. I found a page from her diary too. It revealed how the girl died and the nature of the experiments that were part of Operation Fog. It turns out Eliza's soul could be on the military base in a machine that can store your soul after your death. Incredible. Oh no. Oh no, they're using our kid as the vessel, aren't they? Yes. Okay, is there anything else we have? A needle, okay. Matches, okay. Rope. Like, really? Rich people aren't insane. They're eccentric. This is what she thought was the best way to combine her love of sewing and her love of gardening in this place that doesn't have any flowers. Oh my god. Anyway, let's move on, I guess. What else needed? A light. Can I light you up? Something else needed. Oh, fireplace, since we have firewood. Do you have all firewood? No, we're still missing some firewood. Okay. Yeah, that's for that. Do we have anything for here? No, not really. Let's see. Not even a single sewing machine. So true. Still confused by that. Okay, so we have matches, some firewood, crowbar, a rope, some triangles, a sharp razor, and a needle. I have no idea where any of these things go currently. Because I think, let's see, let's go through. Who was Felice? All of these. This place still has electricity, indeed. Guys, a huge hole in it, so it can't fly. Okay. Yep, we got that. Well, I wonder why it's still there. Just still look at it, I guess. Okay. Baby carriage probably belonged to a young girl. Okay. That's from the letter. Hey Tibbs! What's up? How are ya? we're here playing this wonderfully cheesy game. We just found out that the secret military operation that was happening was called the Fog, and it allowed people to store spirits into a camera. So many things happening at the same time. Oh my gosh. You're welcome to spill all of them. Our daughter was kidnapped, and apparently our daughter looks exactly like the daughter of the people of this house who OD'd on some medicine. They said she committed suicide, but I think she just accidentally, I actually don't know. And then they saved her soul by taking it. And then the mom committed suicide in a tub. That's about everything so far. Now I'm just trying to find a way to continue, because we have a bunch of items. I don't know what any of them are for. But, here we... Oh, the triangles are for this thing. Okay, well, we'll take care of that later then. But, yeah, so what are the many things happening in your life, my friend? Okay. She thinks this is strange because it's not plugged in. So strange. Okay, we still need the butterfly wings too, but don't really have any. Oh yeah, and there's the garden, by the way. The greenhouse, I'm sorry. This greenhouse where the mother from this scenario with the hanging mannequins, we, the main character, have discerned that the mother loved gardening and sewing, and that she loved making clothes while surrounded by flowers. This is what we have discerned from this scenario. Oh gosh. Anyway. Can I really not use the crowbar on this thing? Okay. Anything else? I don't know what else to do right now. Mannequins, yep. One of our roomies got a sudden "please come back to work for us" call. So whack with the spirit thing. So now I have to get a driver's license. Driving test in 2 months. I'm probably stuck about for a month. And I have to figure out a way of transport. A new way of transport. Also, I realized my glass tires are not specs. I'm doing... Ah, that is a lot. That is a lot. See if you can rent a car, or... I don't know how your friend goes, but I imagine you've already figured out that you can't do carpool or something like that. Uh-huh. Wow, nice. That's cool. Hopefully that you get that transport situation sorted out soon. In a way that doesn't put you guys in debt or anything. I mean, but, you know, cars. Nice! No, Huyon's always good. Is it like just a drawing tablet, or is it just like a tablet? Because I know you had that big tablet monitor, but you said it wasn't working for some reason. I forgot. It's been a while back. I like how this game has become so uninteresting that I'm just like, let's just talk about what happened. Okay, so it's just a tablet monitor. Are you gonna get back to drawing? Okay, I'm gonna press the hint button because I'm really lost. I watched everything up until the final race for Marble League. We were so sad. Momo was doing so good, and then they got dethroned. So I haven't watched the last race. Yeah, Yale's Marble League. You watch it too, Dungo? Oh, that's right. That's right. Your tablet with blue screen. Who's your team? I think Duke is. Oh gosh, Midnight Wisps, was it? Oh, you don't have one? Okay. And Oceanics, yeah. In this household, we have a lot. I don't know what Marble Madness is, but it's probably similar-ish. But dude, Gliding Glaciers did so well. Oh, okay. I'm hoping with a smaller tablet monitor. Ah. I hope so. I hope that it works out for you. Because yeah, that's good. Creamy recently found a nice whatchamacallit, like a monitor arm with a little like resty thing that you can rest your arm in. I don't have an arm for my tablet monitor, but I might just go ahead and grab that one on my next paycheck to, like, you know, just have it so that I'm not constantly putting it out and putting it away and putting it out and putting it away, you know. And it can be used as a monitor too. It's just not like like it's probably the lowest definition monitor out of all of these. It doesn't have a really big resolution or anything. But, you know, it works. I hope you get back to drawing, man. I miss your stuff. I don't know if you guys know, many of you guys might not, but Tibble Winkle is an excellent artist. A little bit of a perfectionist. Hope that you get that, make drawing a bit more fun for yourself, but still. Also, you'll find out. You haven't set it up yet? Or it hasn't arrived or anything? But in this household, I like to root for the Minty Maniacs. Unfortunately, they did terribly this season. Ooh, good luck, good luck. I hope it arrives on Thursday. Yeah, Minty Maniacs did terribly this last league. Ooh, they were really bad. But I really like them. I don't know why. And then Creamy has several teams he roots for. Momo being the top one, and the Momo, Ducks, and the Thunderbolts. So we were really happy that Momo was doing well. But then they got dethroned. We don't like the O-Rangers, but I like the cheer for the O-Rangers. I just like that their cheer is just people going, oh. Anyway, wow, we've just like, forget this game. Let's just talk about our lives. What a sound. I learned about, yes, same. Well, I watched it due to a different thing in the beginning, but I didn't get into it until last week tonight. And then Creamy got into it and we both started watching it a bit more religiously. I don't like super watch it religiously as like Duke as indicated earlier. I kind of binge watch it, but I haven't finished the latest season yet. I didn't do the final like race. I haven't seen that one. but I've seen all the other. Can you watch it in the shower? If you really want like a little speaker thingy, Bluetooth speaker for the shower, just to like sing along with, but you know. Dang. Wouldn't that get like water damaged eventually? From the moisture? You're a fancy boy. Okay, hold on. Listen to this noise. Bam, bam. Okay, where are we going? Okay. 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 I thought I'd gone in here, but I guess not. Next hidden objecting. That cow. Stop. Anyway, ice axe. Oh, we need it for something. Alright. Pitchfork. Firewood. That's probably what we're gonna get. I mean, this is true, but like, I forgot. This might just be like super old news because I know that I read this a while ago. That like if you bring your electronics in the shower enough, it eventually just takes on the like the qualities of something that has been water damaged just from the moisture of going in and out of the bathroom from like the fog and stuff. Although admittedly when I'm taking like a bath or when I like to sit in the tub for a bit, I just put my cell phone in a Ziploc bag and I take it with me. And I have no idea what is the rationale for this room. There was just a fridge in here and a huge giant garage. Actually, this fridge door didn't open until I pressed the. I'll show you guys when I'm done with this. Anyway, a trophy cup. There's a face in there. Not while you're in the tub. Painted umbrella. Oh. Didn't know that was part of it. Cool, cool. This looks like... So I know it's just a regular face, but because of this thing here, it looks like an alien head, doesn't it? Apple core. Need to find an apple. Strawberries. Okay, that was a strawberry apparently. That's true. Oh man, we held on to our last phones for quite a bit because we really liked the features in it. Huge cat head. I could see that. Yeah, because of this thing. Or decapitated alien. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see the swan here. Oh, is that the weather vane? Okay. Lighter. Oh, we need this for something too. Torch? There's a torch. Oh, right. Okay, we got the torch. Triangle. Yeah, earlier one of them was one of the things I needed to find was 10 and I had to use this chalk and write +5. It used to just be 5 plus and then there was blank. And then I wrote the other 5. I thought that was a pretty fun way to do a like a number hidden object. So instead of just having 10, you have to do 5 plus 5. This fridge does have the weirdest stuff and everybody knows you store a drill specifically like this and your microphone, which is under here, you can't see it because it's open, in the fridge. Also, I hate Samsung phones. I never, like, whenever we get new phones, I tell Creamy that I do not want Samsung phones. Because they're so full of bloatware. Google's not any better, but at least their stuff is a bit more useful. We have a Motorola phone right now, but our last one was an Asus phone, and we really, really liked that one. That's why we held on to it for so long. Like, we held on to it to the very last vestiges of its capabilities. Unfortunately, Asus's next phone was a bit out of our budget, which made us really sad. Really liked my last Asus. I forget what it was called, but it was an Asus phone, and it had bloatware in it too. It had a bunch of like apps, but we act like you can uninstall them. But we actually reinstalled several of the apps back because they were actually useful. So we were really happy with our phones. But yeah, their next in line, the newer version of our phones were just a little out of our budget. So we opted for the next best thing after research, which is which is this Motorola. My current Samsung S21 gave me a choice to select what I would want to install. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. I've just avoided Samsung phones in general, but... You can go to the XDA dev website and install custom ROMs on your phone. Oh, that's cool. Right now, I'm happy with my Motorola phone. It has some cool features that I now have difficulty... using other people's phones with. So for example, it has a lot of gesture capabilities. So if I swipe from the edge of the screen to the center, it's basically like a back button. If I'm holding my phone and I wave it like up and down, it turns on the flashlight. How do I describe it? Okay, so imagine holding your phone, right? And then you turn it on its side. So imagine if you were making like a chopping motion with it, like really quickly. It turns on the flashlight if I do that. And then if I twist my phone, so yeah, it's actually really, really neat. And the other gesture it has is, so if you're holding your phone the same way as before, so like you're gonna chop the side onto the board or something, but instead of doing the chopping motion, you flip the face of the phone upwards and then back to the side. So if the if the phone face is facing like to the left, and then you quickly moved the screen going up left, it turns the camera on. Like, it's the kind of like the quick way to open the camera on. I'm explaining it very poorly, but it's really handy actually. So like, even from the off position. Okay, I feel like I need to hold on. Damn it, I need to explain my phone. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this, right? And then I'm gonna, so like, just turn on your camera. I don't have it plugged in on default, so I can't. So imagine like that's your phone, right? So if you make a motion up and down like you're chopping, that turns on the flashlight. You have to do it. You have to do it quickly. So like you're like wagging it. But if you're making this kind of motion, so from facing here and then it goes up like this, and you do that motion really fast, it turns the camera on. Yes. So if I'm like just so even if the screen is dark, If I just need a light real quick, I'll just wave it like that. Like, you know, like this. Going like that. And it turns it on. And then if I wave it off, if I wave it again, it turns it off. The only thing I have to be careful if I'm running and I'm holding my phone. Sometimes it does turn the light on or turn the camera on. So you can shake the phone and the camera turns on. Yep. Shake the phone and the light is on. It's a different motion. So you never like accidentally do the same thing. So like the screen shatters. Oh no. So for the light, it's a direct up down motion. And then for the screen, for the camera, it's this type of motion that goes back and forth. So the phone goes from like this to this. Like that. So you have to like, yeah, it's like twisting your wrist. So that's how, so they're very different motions, so you never like accidentally do one over the other when you're wanting something else. Megazord activate, that's so funny. It has a lot of other gesture features as well that I actually really like. And when I use other people's phones, I'm just like, how do you go back? Because, for example, this is like the edge of the phone, right? And I like put my swipe my finger from the edge outward. It's the back button basically for any app. So it like I don't have to like press on, like, you know, sometimes apps have like back buttons on the top left or whatever. I don't have to do that. I just like swipe my finger. Which when I'm using someone else's phone, it can be like, how do I go back? Side back. Gotcha. So I'm quite happy. I thought I would dislike the Moto features, which is what it is. Moto actions. That's what they call it. But I've actually really like it. And they have other ones where if you put the phone face down on the table, it activates Do Not Disturb. I don't have that on because I very often do that. Hey, you know what? If it works, right? Anyway, now that I'm done explaining my phone, let's get back to the game. You can tell how engaged we are. Anyway, I'm looking for... Oh, there's a drill. We can finally use it. Clover. Triangle. Triangle. I can't close this either. So this just kind of open. Let's see. These? No, that's not a triangle. I can't. An apple core. That's right. There wasn't an apple on this screen before those. Oh, there's the apple. Okay. Okay, where's the triangle then? Oh no. Oh no. Triangle. Triangle. Uh-oh. I forgot his name was on. He just messaged me, I love you. So I said it back. I cannot find this triangle. Oh my gosh, it's right there. Ugh. Okay, cool. We got firewood, an ice cube, and a triangle. Is that all 4 triangles? No, not yet. Block of ice. Oh! That's what we can use a crowbar for. Yes. One of the butterfly wings. We need that. December 12, 1982. When Eliza told Greg and me about Felice, we thought she was talking about an imaginary friend. Almost every child has one. But something more serious is going on. Yesterday, Eliza went for a walk and didn't return for supper. Greg and I spent the entire evening desperately looking for her to no avail. However, a young man saw her standing at the edge of a cliff about to jump. Thankfully, he scooped her up at the last second, saving her life. Eliza said Felice told her she wanted to go sledding. Eliza's parents weren't abusing her, they were trying to protect her. Alright. Yeah, it's fun catching up with you again. Night, Tibbs. Oh, okay, that was it. Can I get any of these tools, maybe? Nope, just that letter. Okay. Oh, now we have firewood, so we can go to the kitchen again. Wait, what? Hold on. Is it my imagination or what? Or am I seeing the ghost of Eliza? Oh, that happened earlier. I know now why Eliza's parents were strict with her. They were afraid she would harm herself, and they were trying to protect her from danger. They thought her hallucinations were the ravings of a lunatic, but according to Eliza's drawings and notes, she actually saw Felice. Felice made her take the pills that killed her. What made you say that? We have not found that information. So far, Felice, what we know is that Felice led her to the cliff because she wanted to go sledding. You're jumping to conclusions, lady. Okay. Oh, that's the last of the matches. We just dumped it all in. I could put something in that pot, like a block of ice, I guess. Wait, what? Control knob. Huh? There was something in the ice I didn't even realize. Control knob. What's that for? I'm trying to think of what needed a knob. A TV? Do you need knobs? No. I don't see anything that needs knobs. Is there anything in here that needed knobs? TV doesn't need knobs. I mean, we need the butterfly wings, but not yet. Control knob? For what? Oh yeah, so this thing was a power thing, and I had to press this down for this fridge to open. Oh, this thing! Control knob! That's a huge thing. Huh. Use a mechanical claw to rotate the red valve handles and locate the jack. What a complicated machine. What? Don't ask me, man. There's the jack. This is a research experiment lab. You know. Oh, now that you've grabbed it, you can just go diagonal? Okay. When I entered the cellar, it was as though I was walking into the laboratory of a mad scientist. Someone had hidden something behind the metal roll-up door when I raised... When I raised the door, I discovered a strange chamber full of fog. Perhaps the experiments performed in the lab were connected to Operation Fog. Stretch break! Stretch break! That actually made me posture check. Hydration break. Okay, you guys didn't redeem your paint chips for that, but I'll drink. Do I have a posture check? No, sorry. Let's see. I don't have a posture check. I should add that. Let's go to... You guys get to see... Oh, fancy! Channel points. Here it is. Let's add... Alright, I'll take another swig. Water! Okay, let's do posture check. Posture check. Make sure I'm not sitting like a shrimp. Keep it low. No, I don't have a custom image. Check out the pre-made icon gallery. How do I add that in? Oh, do I have to like save it? Oh, okay. That's okay. I'll deal with that later. Great. There, now I have a posture check. Hydrate has a tree. Alright, cool. I think that's it. I don't need to do anything here. Just back to channel. You inhabit. I actually don't know if I can. But no, I won't do that. Anyway, Mad Scientist Lab. Now we can lift that, By the way, this is the only way we can get to the Garden of the Moment. Okay, cool. Ah, that's the other butterfly wing. Okay. Let's, add that. Not the triangles. No, no, no. Okay. Okay, now we can do this weird puzzle, I think. I think that's what this is for. Yeah, okay. Swap the triangles until each one is next to the belt it matches. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not too bad. And then we're gonna have to... Yeah. That's cool. Done. Whoa! That almost sounded like freaking the Kim Possible theme. Doot 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 doot. One bathtub? What do you mean? Like it takes 1,000,000 paint chips to buy a bathtub or to fill a bathtub? Tongs. What do I need this for? Maybe for the... I still have this rope that I got like so early on. I guess this could be for this? Okay, cool. Alright, new area! It looks like the campers abandoned the site in a hurry. The old mountain lift should be able to carry me to the other side of the ravine where I hope to find my daughter. Fortunately, everything I need to start the lift is in the trailer. Wait, hold on. The only way to get here is through... Where again? The girl's secret um, garden garage entrance? Yuck. I need to get rid of the cob. Ugh, I hate it when freaking... Oh, okay. Rope. Oops, I clicked too far again. Rope. Okay, no. 1 sips of water. Oh, okay. It's a lot of water. Exactly 1 bathtub. How did you know what a sip of water is approximate to? Did you look it up online? Is there like a measurement for that? Oh, I need this for something? Okay, wait. Map. Earmuffs. A glass shard. Is that what we need it for? No. 1 sip of water is 15 milliliters. Okay. I mean, dang. Them calculations. Road sign. Herbicide. This. I thought I was clicking on this thing, so I don't know what I clicked on actually. To be honest with you. Wheels? No, that's not the wheel they're looking for. Thermos. Weeds. Do I just cut these out? Is that for the weeds? That doesn't go there. Okay. What? Oh, steak. Okay, I chopped the board into steaks, I guess. A duster. Okay. Skateboard. Oh, it's missing wheels. That's what they need the wheels for. Okay, so it is for this. Wait, no. Oh, that was also the wheels. Oh my god, I wouldn't have guessed. Compass. Rock. Is this a rock? No. Tube. Is this a rock? Oh god. A rock. This? Okay. Probably need this for the glass shards. It's not gonna work. What do you mean? This? Okay. Here's a glass shard and planks. Alright, got it. Wait, we need more? I thought that was 4. Okay. Silent Hill 2? Oh god. Oh god. Will not do well. I don't think I have Silent Hill 2 on here either, so would not do well. Okay, dusters for this. Open the backpack by removing the laces on one at a time. Start with the one on the top. Oh, shoot! I wasn't paying attention. Frick. I wasn't paying attention to what end the color was. Oh. No. Oh no. Okay, I just have to click every single one of these because I don't remember what I just removed. Okay, so green or pink. Oh my god. I thought it was. Oh, damn it! I can't. I like. PS sexy. That's fair. I didn't pay attention to what I just removed, so I don't know what color I got. I mean, let's just click on each one. Okay, so pink and white. This thing? Okay, and then green. Damn it! I don't remember what was in the bottom. This? Okay. Then the pink, green, stripy, red. This. No, this one. Yeah, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Ugh, what a complicated bag. Why would you want a bag like that? What did we get? A fishing rod. I know, exactly. Robin Owners Club. Herbicide. Okay. So we need to put... Did we get the stakes? No. Ah, I still need the... There must be a way to open it without the key. Sharp razor? No. Oh, there's a thread. Herbicide? Rope. Doesn't have any gas. Buttons. We'll come back to you. And it also needs a power button. It needs a lot of things. Alright. And we're just putting that in our pockets. Oh, there's the counterbelt. Oh, you can't reach it. Okay. Fishing rod? Okay. Wait. We'll wait. Is this part of the machine? Okay. I guess it is. Anyway. Rope. Is this not the solution? Okay. One bag. One bag is enough. Okay. Wow, you're not creepy at all. The butcher's knife is taped to the rabbit. I need to cut the tape. Easy. I mean, I don't even know why I needed to cut that. It's tape. Ooh, I got a key. Mountain lift key. If we only didn't toss the crowbar. No. Alright, let's get in here. Voodoo doll. Sand, we'll have to wait. Bird. The fish is in the bird cage. Gavel. We need it for something. It's okay, we'll wait. Okay. Hamburger. Meat patty. Okay, where's the rest of the burger? What? Don't tell me you consider that a hamburger. Oh my god. Okay, guys, according to this game, if you're ever desperate, all you need is like triangle sliced toast and a patty. And you got yourself a burger. Alright? Alright? Guitar, milk. We got the money. Is there a piggy bank somewhere? Okay, no. Magnet. Eye. There's fish. 6 burgers coming right up. There's the eye. Illuminati. Fish. Fish. Okay, I need one more fish. Is that considered a fish? No. That's pretty good, but that's not a meat patty. Ah, there's the fish. Crown, reel, hacksaw. We still need sand and the gavel. Oh, this. Okay. Hacksaw. Hacksaw. Where is the hacksaw? There it is. No cheese though, remember, according to this game. It's just the meat and triangle slice bread. Okay. Fishing rod and reel. Okay. Can we use the hacksaw for this? Oh, I need the blade. It doesn't have a blade. Bird figurine. Okay. Let's see. Can I reach this with... No, not this. Okay, no, it doesn't want me to do it that way. Okay, nope. How about a hacksaw? Okay. Okay, no. Not the solution the game is looking for. Okay. Okay. Can't go in the tent. Mountain lift. Can't do anything in the mountain lift yet. Okay. What else is there? Bunch. What do I need these for? Okay. Okay, it's up here. Ah! Darn it! I know it doesn't have any gas, but like I don't understand why unscrewing that would do anything. Oh, okay. Hexagonal screws are holding this ladder in place. Why? Why would you screw it like that? Okay. Butcher knife. I don't understand what I need that for. Also, why this? Okay. I'm gonna use the hint again. Can I use the I didn't use the butcher's knife on here. Okay. Okay, there's a blade and a funnel. Alright. I guess we use that for the... This? Ugh. Don't like that noise. Cabinet key, okay. For this, Bloody. Navy saved 16 Pearl Harbor vessels. Heroes still exist. Yesterday, Bob Robinson, a tourist camp in a local park, stopped a young girl from falling off the edge of the cliff. While we're thrilled to report this rescue, we're also concerned about the recent spate of bizarre deaths. Were they all accidents, or were some or all of them cleverly planned murders? Local authorities are asking people to be vigilant and inform police of anything suspicious. I don't know. Have you seen this rabbit? Allen Wrench. Okay, we need that. December 11, 1982. Heroes still exist. While we're through. Oh, okay. It's just the news clip. Okay. Back to this. Funnel. And guess. Okay. And then interesting noise. Allen wrench. Allen wrench. Don't tell me that this is what the step ladder's for. Okay. I was about to say. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I still need the power belt. So this is still kind of useless. Okay. What else do we need? Is there something in here I can't reach? Not in here. Okay. Oh, so, okay, there is... Wait, isn't this an RV? Shouldn't we be able to reach that? RVs aren't that tall. Lady, how short are you? Okay, that's for the... yeah. Oh, that's also this bird figurine. Is it for here? No, it's not. Alright. Okay, so that one... Okay, can we do this now? Can we, like, freaking... I didn't know we needed the bobber as well. Okay. So I was on the right track. I was missing a piece. It wasn't quite completed. Okay. To activate the mountain lift, click on the switches in the correct order. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna freaking save this, okay? So, they're in sets of 3. So I'm not about to just, like... I have a notebook, you know? I'm not about to just memorize this. That was easy. Oh! Wait. At least they don't reset whenever you make the wrong move. So that's nice. Ugh. Oh, there's a separate one for the yellow lights? Okay. This is green one. Alright. Ooh. That's 3. 4. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 5. And 6. Okay. Let me actually do something real quick. So that doesn't happen again. Because that's not my message. Oopsies. Quit. There. Anything else I need to close? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. We're really writing this thing. Alright. I don't know why we trusted this, but... Okay. I guess we can't go back anymore. We sure are calm about that. I almost died! The moment I stepped out of the mountain lift, I fell to the ravine. There's no turn back now. Nothing about what happened during the thing. Okay. Warning! Hack saw it. Just kidding. We still have the butcher's knife. It's a paramedic's vehicle. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're like at a hotel. What? A herbicide. I'm prepared. Ah, hidden object thing. Why? This ambulance sucks. Okay, well. Snowflake shape. Maybe? It could be. There sure are a lot of numbers on this screen. What? Why does an ambulance have so many mannequin arms and a microscope? Anyway, what am I even saying? Skull. 3. Oh, we needed that microscope. Roll of gift wrap. Okay. That won't work. Alright. Seal. Is that seal? What? Oh my god. Okay. Walkie-talkie. Is that the snowflake shape? Okay. It's the frickin' emergency, like, symbol. 911. 911. Can't do it that way. There's the walkie-talkie. Is this the baseball bat? Yes. Blood. Flask. Oxygen mask. This? Yeah. A gift. We need to wrap something. Okay, nope. Heart, skull, and rag. That could also be a snowflake shape, but that didn't count. Is this the rag? Okay. 911. pretty sure that's the role of gift wrap, and I'm not entirely sure why we can't grab it yet. Oh. Okay. Needed that, apparently. Okay, now we just need a heart and a skull. There's a skull. Do we need an atomically correct heart? There it is. Finally saw it. Okay. Sarah Stevens, medical record. Age 32, admitted July 7, 1987. Diagnosis: nervous breakdown caused by daughter's death and husband's suicide attempt. Treatment: involuntary in light of police investigation. Doctor's opinion: recovery complete and able to be released under own recognizance. I got the card. We don't care about the photo. Access card. Okay, we have nothing to say about that. And the herbicide is just pooling there. Okay, we need this. Ah! Ah, that's so annoying. Like, this is the edge. Like, you see where my mouse is? It's still in the game, but if I click there, it clicks me out. That's really annoying. Wow, the sound effects sure aren't happening when it's supposed to. It's happening when I swing my bat, not when I'm hitting the... Such a weak... The hospital is creepier than the house. Everything is decaying and out of date. Oh no, it's out of date. So creepy. What does that mean? Everything is out of date. Oh no, don't show this lady any expired food. It's gonna get creeped out. Plus there's blood everywhere, which suggests someone met a violent end. We've been seeing blood everywhere. Like in the trailer, and you said nothing about that. Excuse me. It's so out of date. Ew, that fashion, so creepy. Because I was laughing when I tried to take a sip of my water. I hit the bottle on my tooth, and that hurt a little. I have a glass bottle for my water. Oh man. My tooth is still intact. Just now. I blame this lady and her, like, getting creeped out by outdated objects. See, why aren't you creeped out by this? The ribs look solid, but I should be able to cut through. Why is that your first thought? Why is cutting that her first thought? If I cut the strap, then I'll be able to see what's under the sheet. I thought you were creeped out. She's not creeped out by any of this. She's just creeped out by the fact that it's out of date. Okay. Handles are covered with a weird substance. I won't touch them without gloves. I mean, that's fair. Alright, further in we go. Coffee. It is coffee. Cough. F-F-E-E. Vending machine still works. I just need a coin. I mean, I thought we were shocked by how out of date this is. Are you sure? Saw blade is stuck in the plant. Kafifi machine. What's this? What? Terminals on the battery are in bad shape. I need to scrape off the corrosion. Okay. 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 Ah. Okay, I need... Okay, that's not the other green tile. Imagine us to get into that. Okay. A drill. Okay, I need to secure it for it to work, apparently. Blood. We have nothing to say about this blood. But, oh man, look at how out of date this is. Green square that we needed that. Polar bear. What? What? What you freaking out on? Oh, what is it? I actually, like, don't know what Kafifi is. I thought that you were just making fun of how it was spelled. Is that a meme? Kafifi? Hey, that's the polar bear. Okay, I needed to click on the polar bear. Tweezers. Clipboard. Alright, go on. Okay. Playing cards. Handcuffs. Chisel. Paintbrush. Flag. And I need two of them. 2 flags. I need 3. Another flag. Napkin. A raven. Letter A. Wings and pliers. Oh. Okay, the tooth. A. Wings. Oh gosh. Raven. Okay, where's the rest of you? Ah. I thought that was a fish. Flag. Okay, cool. Now we can do this puzzle, whatever this is. Arrange the green tiles in the shape of a cross. Oh, do they move a certain... Wait, they just move in shape. Oh, I see. Easy. Oh. Because they thought he was misspelling something. But it actually was actually something. Oh, after that. Oh, okay. That's funny. They've enshrined it. Wow, this guy. The patient is unconscious. If I give him the medicine he needs, he'll wake up. Are we sure we want to do that? Are we sure we want to do that? That's not what I need. Hey, Rodney! I'm doing fine. How are ya? It's been a hot minute. We're playing this full cheese game, and apparently this lady isn't creeped out by the fact that... Here, I will... Everything is decaying and out of date, and that is what creeps her out, because it's out of date. The blood is like an afterthought. Door handle is broken and glass is too thick to break. Maybe I could cut it. The razor? Scalpel. It's going okay. This looks like a horror point and click game. Yeah, I mean, it tries to be spooky, but it's spoopy at best. The blood is fresh, so it's okay. It's not out of date yet. Chisel? God, I need a glass cutter, don't I? Specifically. Sergeant Nelson Parker. On May 11, 1982, we admitted a patient named Gregory Stephen. His wife Sarah brought him to the hospital after he apparently attempted suicide. However, his wounds were not self-inflicted. I believe someone tried to kill him, but the military took me off the case and placed him in the care of Dr. Michael Haley. They also forged his medical Why is everything so sparkly? What is going on? Did this thing contain glitter? They also forged his medical records, including those related to treatment here. Please investigate this matter and keep this letter a secret. I found the patient in the operating room. He was alive but unconscious. Who left him like that? I'll do everything I can to revive him. I also found in a few notes the attending physician made. He didn't think Eliza's father tried to commit suicide, as he couldn't have inflicted the injuries on his body. Oh yeah, we want to revive him somehow? For some reason? Oh, we just took that. Okay. I mean, fair. Who barricaded the doors with gauze? Here, a razor. Dude, it's gauze! Gauze isn't that hard! Come on! It's not plaster. What is this? Piping. Scalpel? Okay. Oh my god. Why couldn't the razor cut it? Oh, it has a key. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Fifi. We have... Oh, we can use this. Scrape. God! It did it again! Oh, that's so... That's starting to really annoy me now. Let's see. I don't want full screen. Oh my god! It's so... tiny. Okay, 1 second. No, it just keeps clicking me out of the game. Like, if I put it on full screen, and then I click at the very bottom edge of the screen, it boots me out. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to... properties. Window. There you go. Oh my god, this thing is so small. I didn't realize that it was like a square. Now we will see it in its true resolution. Unless it doesn't want to show it. Hold on. It says the fog. Okay, there. Alright, guys. Now you're seeing it in its true glory. Creepy. Indeed. Now, now the graphics don't look as blurred. This lady with her fear of the outdated. Don't even talk to her about outdated fashion. Electric screwdriver without a battery. Okay. Okay, I need screws for this, which I don't have, and I don't have a battery for my screwdriver, so. And I don't have a coin. Oh, there is something here. Wait. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this pipe has rust, like this rust has literally crawled over this pipe. That's not how rust works, game. Just so you know. I know, right? Come on, I have a razor. Okay, how about a scalpel? Okay. Okay, hidden object time. Okay, I'm gonna shift this down here. Okay, cool. Juice. Electrode. Only use magic metal. Right. Juice. Electrode. Isn't that kind of small? Manuals. Feather. Glass cutter. Ooh, be getting that. If I can find it, that is. Now that the screen is much smaller, it's a little harder to spot things. Axe. Is that a, no, that doesn't, it's not considered a flask. This thing? Flask? Yes. X-ray. Funnel. Timepiece times 4. 2. That's not a timepiece. 3. 4. Cool. Measuring tape. Compass. Okay, I hate it when it says compass, because, like, it could be the other compass or it could be this compass. Bug spray. Electrode. What does it mean by that? Okay, what is this for? This is the electrode, maybe? Okay. Now I just need to find the glass cutter. Such a... Nah. This thing? Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright. We got bug spray and a glass cutter. So let's do glass cutter. Wait. Can I use, like, a razor? Or the scalpel? Okay, no. Maybe I need the drill for that one. Yep. Where was it? Here? Okay, I don't have anything to heat that up. I did get some rubber gloves. What if I heat the plastic holder? Ugh, don't get it. Now we have rubber gloves. What did we need the rubber gloves for? And not a meme game. I thought it was a hidden object game. I mean, I could be wrong. Is that a leg? There's just like a leg hanging out there. This is the beauty of cheesy point and clicks. Man, you should have seen. I almost want to reinstall freaking the mountain crime requital, which is the mark at which all point and click games are judged upon. I think if you look at the, was that part of the stuff that no, unfortunately, that was before I started saving everything to, the archive that's in YouTube. Dang it. Mountain Crime Requital is a piece of work. I think, at least. I'm not sure. Check it out. Check the YouTube. I think it was before. Time for a redux. That thing is like a classic, man. Anyway, again, I have so many items that I have no clue what to do with. Because the napkin doesn't work for the corrosion. Not the scalp. Okay, I did that before. That didn't do anything before. What did I get now? Was that like the battery? Oh, okay. Do I need to find the screws still? Or can I just... Okay, cool. Alright, now we can swipe our card. That didn't swipe the card. Also, why did you get rid of the drill? Pro tags. Coin. Why? Just take it out. Boy. Oh, fun times. The mortuary is the most horrifying place in the hospital. I don't even want to think about what happened here. Shouldn't this be in the basement? You went up instead. Or did we go down? There's a lot of blood in here. Oh. Disinfectant. We got skull lock key. Interesting, fascinating, alright. Use the drill. It's a used drill? You're like, what? Oh? It says oh. I know it. I know it's chemical. I think it's funny. It's just funnier to say oh. Someone cut open the bear and sewed him back up. A knife with... Okay. I need a tool, alright? Scalpel. Do your thing. She finally got rid of it. Damn it. Something. I need to Dude. It's called a... lady. What do you need? Wrong. This game. Oh my god. Okay, we couldn't just get the bottle. Man figurine. I'd rather break this item or cut myself than take the lighter, which is covered in a strange substance. And by the way, we have rubber gloves, but we would rather cut ourselves. Take this lighter. What is wrong with you, lady? Oh my god. Ew, pesky flies. Gross. Here's a bug spray. Dude. Man. There was no sound. They did not put any circular saw without a blade. Oh, I know where the blade is. Oh my god. This lady has issues. Oh, okay. Something else. Skull lock. Man figurine? Why is this glowing? That usually means there's something we can add to this. But I don't see a spot where we can add any of these items. Like, not even the bird. What? Clipped it. The ch-ch. Oh! Did you call it ch-ch? Oh? Okay, this is glowing for some reason. That normally means that there's something we can add to it. But I don't have anything right now that I can add to it. Just yet. Like, I don't think it's the man figurine. Like, where do I put it? Oh, the skull lock. Oh, okay. What did I get? Pills. Okay. There. Alright, let's see. Oh! Oy, come on. You went up instead. Or did you go down? There's a lot of blood in here. Oh. I said it more surprisedly. Oh. Hey! Yeah, I'm still alive. We are playing this wonderfully cheesy game with a lady who is afraid of outdated items, as said in her. Everything is the hospital is creepier than the house. Everything decaying and out of date. So creepy. Also, we want to revive this guy that we found in this creepy hospital for some reason. Anyway. Proceeding. I know, right? Spooky. Don't even show her a CRT. Two spoops. Judging by the melted metal around the edges of the lock, someone tried to dissolve the lock with acid. That's not a bad idea. So did they fail? Okay, we have pills. I don't really know what to do. Do we just feed this to the guy? Will this revive the man in the operating room? Wrong. Oh, I didn't show you guys, but one sec. There's this lighter here, right? The lighter is stuck in a strange substance. I need a tool, she says. And I have a rubber glove. And I was like, I need to like reach into it with my rubber glove. I'd rather break this item or cut myself than take the lighter. What? I know! I was like, what the heck? Why? I'd rather cut myself than take the item inside that strange substance. So gross. Oh my goodness. It's been like that. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we've been dealing with. We got into a car crash and Um, our daughter got kidnapped, so we're looking around. We got into this house. Their daughter looks exactly like my daughter. And can I just use this? I can't get to that, so I need a key, a special key. Oh, right. The coin. Which I can't take as well because I need to be careful for some reason. So, I can't take that yet. You're giving this game too much credit and insulting the drunk Russians. So now we've found that the father who was said to have committed suicide apparently didn't, because the injuries are not self-inflicted. Anyway, we're just I'm like lost. This happened several times now where I have a bunch of items. I don't know what they're for. The game hasn't really given me clues. Like, I've had this bird figurine for like a hot minute now. Okay, pills? Oh. Right. Crushed pills. Why do they look more organized than when before I crushed them? 1 out of 3. Okay, I need more pills to crush. I felt like I had enough pills to crush there to make 3. But anyway, I'm not the doctor. She just knows, apparently. Yeah, so things are kind of poorly telegraphed. Can I use this? No. How about... Okay. Oh, right. This thing. What's that? Triangle? Oh, cool. Tribes of Midgard? What? Now I don't have any cutting utensil. Okay. We'll get back to you. Now I have this triangular key. Greg Stevens medical record. Age 34. Admitted May 11, 1987. Diagnosis: nervous breakdown and depression caused by his daughter's death. Patient tried to commit suicide. Huge open wounds cover his body. Medical doctor's diagnosis: patient requires intensive care. Why is also this like center aligned? Why isn't it like right aligned? Hello? Patient requires intensive care. Psychiatrist diagnosis: patient is depressed and paranoid. Psychotherapy required. I have no idea, don't ask me. It's just behind this like glass case, by the way. Lab key. Alright. Is this the lab? It is the lab. Welcome to the lab! I'm smelling the pandesal on my plate. I'm gonna go start consuming some of it again. But that means I have to go and like add butter. There's no water. I wonder why. Really? No. This is for the flasks. How do I know this medicine? Oh my god. Anyway, hidden object. We don't know, honestly. We just know she's a mom. Dude, make pandesal. They're actually a lot easier to make than I expected. Literally like 5 ingredients. flour, salt, sugar, yeast, milk, egg. No, that's more than 5 ingredients, but it's not a lot. Really. Like, so I cooked a batch of pan de sal, right? My first batch, which is about 12. No, I didn't use corn flour. My first batch I used like bread flour. It was a bit dense, but the recipe that I followed was like, if you use all-purpose flour, you can also use bread flour, but if you want it to be less dense, you can do half and half. So I made after the first batch was done, I made a second batch of 24. So you have a giant bowl of pan de sal. Okay, so what they want, the recipe that I followed, what they wanted me to do for the crumbly stuff was roll it in breadcrumbs, but I didn't really care, so I just skipped it. Like, this pan de sal recipe needs a bit of tweaking to make it taste more like the original stuff, I feel. Maybe a bit more sugar. But still, it's pretty good. But yeah, so when I made this bread, I did half and half bread flour, and then the other half is just all-purpose flour, which made it a lot less dense, and I think it's more true to the density of pan de sal. So if you want the recipe, actually wait, I can give you guys the recipe now. Pan de sal. As I literally just picked this recipe is what I used. But I definitely would recommend going half bread flour and half all-purpose, if you can do that. And you can totally skip the breadcrumbs. Like, the breadcrumbs is literally just for that crumbly stuff on the outside, which, you know, it's fine, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. And I think, like, for me, it needs a little bit more sugar. I haven't tried it with a bit more sugar. I just stuck to the recipe. But still, man. Well, yeah. They're legit. Dude, the pan de sal's so good when it's fresh out of the oven. The house smells entirely of pan de sal. But, yeah, the recipe for pan de sal, that one. Really? See, I didn't know that when that happened. Oh, that's sad. Is it still the same people? That's weird. Maybe somebody just bought it and just renamed it. Aw, sad days. Things are changing. Okay, now I want more pan de sal. Okay, now you guys have to wait, because I'm gonna grab some pan de sal. Grabbing. Oh, I can't type. Grabbing pan de sal. There. Get butter? Okay, fine. Yeah, I know what you feel there, doggo. But you know when you're lazy, but you still want Filipino food, right? Anyway, I can't do that here. I just have to, like, live. I have to cook it myself. Guys, I haven't had dinuguan in so freaking long. Okay, I'll be back. Let's see. It looks like I'm not quite back yet, but it looks like it's Charles Darwin's picture. Pipe. Let's see. Saw. Derpy piggy bank. This is banana peel. Oh, I found a banana peel. Skellington. No, that's not the Skellington it wants. Hammer, paper clips, and pills. Pills? No. What was that? Oh, that was a 9. Okay. Is that the skeleton? No. Pills? Where's the pills? Ashtray powdered diamond? What? There's a diamond in here? Why aren't we pocketing that? Cup times 2. That's 1. There's the ashtray. Okay. 1 sec. Alright, now I'm back. Let me take the text. I have hot pandesal with butter, as per request. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. All right. Powder. Is that powder? No. If I keep this up, I might, like, open a pandesal service. Which reminds me, I went to a bakery once, and they had what was called Hilda's white buns, and hold on. Unfortunately, nope. Nope, that's not. Unfortunately. Well, here's the thing, right? I don't have a photo of it on my person at the moment. But I kid you not. The buns were this shape. Like, they were like this. I just wanted to doodle on the screen, so. I can pull the photo later, and I'll put it in the nonsense channel. But they were literally just, like, buns. Like this, like bread. And it was called Hilda's White Buns. And I was like, oh. Oh, Japan. Oh my god, pandesal with butter is so good. Anyway, need to find a diamond cup and some ribs. Oh, it wasn't complete. That one looked quite soft. I'm also trying to look for the second cup. You know, when you pointed out the piggy bank, I was like, we're probably gonna break it. And indeed, we had to. Someone put a locket inside. Okay, paper clips. Did we just break you? Oh my god, how am I supposed to find paper clips? Monai? That's soft, dude. Are you sure you're talking about the right thing? Monai is pretty soft. It's not firm. Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing. I just looked it up on Google. Oh, maybe that's why. They don't... I didn't have one. When I think of Mona, I think of like the... If you go look for if you Google it, right? And you go to the images, there's one that says no, 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 no. No. I'm not thinking of Mamon. I'm thinking of this bread. This thing. Which aren't tough, they're soft. But these ones, I don't remember quite having. These ones, it's a firm booty. Alright. Now, when I think of Mona, I think of like this bread. The kind that they used to like put ice cream in. Okay. Back to my pandesal ending. Oh my god, this game. Are these the paper clips? Oh my god. I thought they were just a chain. Pipe? That's not the pipe. Now I need to look for a pipe. Is that the pipe? We need diamond. Is that the diamond? No, it won't let me click on it. Oh, this thing is the diamond. Okay. I just need a cup now. Where's the other cup? This? No, it's not this thing. And that's just a jar. The other ones? No, yeah, this is just a jar. It's like these. Oh my god! It's here. I see it. We got a pipe, some white powder. The locket. Okay, that was the crushed pills. How do we know that was crushed pills? They were just white powder. Oh. Man, the mom looks ugly. Okay, tweezers. Now we can get the coin. And get ourselves some cafefe. Also, why are we crawling? I mean, that's what we're gonna do. That's literally what we're gonna do. Hey, I've been gypped. This cup has no coffee. Okay, what do we need the piping for? The more I learn about what happened to this family, the more amazed I am by what they went through. Why are you amazed? It's a tragedy. I read through the medical records of Gregory Stevens. According to the doctor, after Eliza's death, her father tried to kill himself. He failed, and his wife brought him to the hospital. We read the info where he thought he didn't kill himself. I think you even wrote about it. See? It's right here. Come on. This lady is weird. Why do we need the piping for? Oh. What? Is this what the piping is for? Oh my god, it's Pipe Dream. Okay, I have to... Yeah. I have to make sure everything is connected. There. Delicious water. Do we have coffee now? No, it's just a cup of water. I wonder if we can use the pliers for the circular saw. Nope, I was right. Or not. Do we need to clean the saw blade? Indeed. Now we have a circular saw. Why do we need this? Oh, probably. Oh, I remember. This guy's ribs. It's already cut. Ugh. Hey, what do you know? It's some crushed pills that don't really look like they're crushed. Crushed medicine. Ooh, we can still use the circular saw. Let's see, can we use it here? No. What else can we use a circular saw for? He's not dead, though. He'll wake up, is literally what she says. Oh. There was something else that needed cutting in that room. This. And, ooh, we still have the circular saw. Gauze. Alright, we're collecting materials. I think we need one more flask before we could do that one. Okay, man, figure. I'd rather cut myself. So dramatic. What's the— oh no, it's just the— okay. This game doesn't really make me want to think too hard. Do you want me to circular saw this? Oh, the tube is torn. Don't tell me. Did we just use gauze to fix this too? Gauze. The most absorbent, non-sealable. That must be some really rank gauze for it to be like. What? I would not have thought that. I needed the guide for that. There's just— I wouldn't have thought gauze for this. That doesn't make any freaking sense. Oh my god. And we already, like— it would have been better to just cut off that part with the circular saw. Oh my god. Gauze! We used gauze. Can we use a circular saw for this? No, we needed to melt the plastic holder. Forget the freaking circular saw. But we can't grab the stuff that's the lighter because she'd rather cut herself. Oh, hey. You do not weld a skull shut. This lady! What are we gonna do to that poor guy? Oh, so. Acid. Question marks. I came across a skull in the lab. It had been cut open and resealed. Is there something inside of it? Yeah, there was. There was something inside of it. Oh, man. It doesn't have the same wonder as a ch-ch. Oh! Oh, we can't even see the tube anymore. Oh, bye. Oh, man, this isn't a laboratory. This is just like I don't know. I don't know. S. Oh, S. Okay. Shoes. There's shoes. A spatula. A spatula. Oh my gosh. I'm so scared what we'll do to this thing. A lamp. Red wire. Is this a red wire? Oh my god. Dry fuel. Dry fuel? What the heck is dry fuel? What's dry fuel? Does anybody know? How does that look like? Is that gold bars? There are freaking gold bullions in here. Wood? I mean, I guess so. I don't really see. We just have gold in our pockets now. Oh, there it is. Dry fuel. Okay. It's just a can with flamies on it. Didn't look like pills. Is that the other crushed pill we're gonna do? Valve handle. Oh. Oh god, what am I gonna put this on? I need to do something different. Something else goes on there. But okay, we need to ear, belt, envelope, hand drill. I thought I saw one earlier. Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. Okay, what do we need? Oh, bowling ball. Okay, got it. Sheet of paper. Alright, what? Okay, the SOS. Okay, cool. Now we need $1. Oh. There. Now we're rich. We have 3 gold bullions. Oh my gosh. No, that's probably just dry fuel, but it's still kind of like, what? Yeah. Oh, we already have crushed medicine. And we still need that. Oh no, we need a blue wire and a green wire. Do we know what we're doing? We don't know what we're doing. Spatula. What do we use that for? We still need that flask. There's just a... Hold on. Is that just a hot dog? There's just a random hot dog on this table lab? It's not wrapped. It's not on a plate. It's just there. Okay, we're done with that. Let's see. We need this, but I think we need... Okay, there's the dry fuel. Spatula? Okay. Yep, this is the crushed medicine that we need for the patient. What's in it? Do we know? I don't know if she knows, but she sure is confident about it. That's not what you need. I mean, it is, but I'm missing one item. That's just for that. Let's see. Is there anything else we need over here? This thing. I still don't... Oh, this... The box is missing 2 parts. Okay. Okay, we're done with that. Oh, we can go back here still. Oh, that's funny. Can we go back still? Oh my gosh, this thing. We need to cut those wires, I think. I think we need, like, the green wire, but... not... Something's wrong. Okay. Hospital. Wait, what's that? Oh my god. I did not even see that. That was complete accident. Oh my god. That was a total and complete accident. I would not, like... Wow! I didn't even notice that at all. Like, I just was clicking around. Well. I just like the sound of this thing. I know, but we don't have the parts to this yet. My hint. Hint person. Man figurine. How would we have known that the man figurine goes in there? Like, it isn't shaped like a man figurine. It's shaped like a, I was figuring it's gonna be a wood something. Anyway, that's in there now. I'm just gonna use the hints. Oh. I guess we've already cut ourselves. Or something. Because now we're okay with that. Okay, we just needed a spatula. We melted the plastic. Because it's easier than just opening this wider. You know what? And I got... right. That's the last piece of the flask. Okay, cool. Alright. Time to start this crazy experiment. How do we know? You just know. I think that's yellow and red. How do we know this? Where did we find this manual? Well, we're about to revive this poor old man. What? Use the control knobs to align the red and blue impulses. First set the frequencies and click on the start button. What? I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Okay. Like, they don't tell you what each of these knobs do. There. What a weird... Is he okay? What are we doing now? What happened? You want water? Are we not taking note? Is he alive? My daughter died, but we had built a machine that could raise the dead. My wife and I were able to move my daughter's soul from her body into the machine, but we couldn't move her soul into a recently deceased body. I knew the fog would refuse to give up a body, having received nothing in return. The machine will insert a soul only into a living body. I hid this from Sarah. The price of someone else's happiness was too high. She told everyone I tried to kill myself because of our own daughter's death. Had the military known the truth, that we managed to save the soul of our daughter, they would have seized our equipment and started their own experiments. Our secret must remain a secret. I remember Sarah working furiously to set up an experiment as the military evacuated the staff. She had drugged me and was going to use me as her subject. That was my last memory. My wife has gone mad. Hurry, the access cards to the secret laboratory is in the military bunker. What? So this is the husband. He's tied down with ropes. He's still alive? Okay, well. This should be here, yeah? Yeah. What? Castle case fragment, okay. No key, okay. I know! Right? Oh. Father's Diary, March 20, 1982. One of my favorite memories of Eliza's when she and I made this music box. She loved it, my little girl. That was when everything was going well and we were happy. That was before we moved here and I started working in my new lab. Cursed fog! Why did I agree to work for the military? Why did I have to move to this creepy town? I don't know anymore. What? Oh, wire cutters? Pruning shears. Can I use that as a wire cutter? Yup. What did that do? Oh my god. I have no idea what I just did. I thought I would grab the wire from that, but it just cut the wire. To what end? I honestly don't know. I feel like if that was powering the hospital, we essentially just killed this guy again, right? I don't understand what's going on. Why did I do this? I mean, I can't go back to it anymore, so I did a thing that I was supposed to do. Oh, now I can cross. Okay. I got a crate. Why did I need this crate? Here, there's a bunch more crates here. Why does that not work? Okay, I need to... Okay. Okay. Let's see. Spring times 2. That's creepy though. Helicopter. Okay. Hacksaw. Newspaper. I need the receiver for the phone. Zebra. Yeah, phone receiver. Chain. Water lily. Oh, there's the other spring. Fern. Fan. Oh, there's the water lily. I forced it to bloom. Oh, there's the bulb. Briefcase. The phone receiver is really hard to see if it's here somewhere. That's a camera without a lens. crate. Fern. Oh, there's the fern. Okay. Helicopter. Okay, now I just need speakers and the phone receiver in the phone. Oh my god, where are you? Oh, there it is. I was looking for like a black, but I guess it wasn't black. Just looked black. Okay, we got the last of the crates that we needed. What do we use this for? No clue. Why do we have a newspaper? Okay, can't get there. Oh, there. Puzzle time. Click on the boxes in order in which they light up. Oh. I was not paying attention to that. Okay, this, that, that. Oh, oops. Sorry. Boop, boop, boop. Man, these are magical boxes. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, I'm so good. Helicopter pad. Cool, I guess. Can't see a thing, I need a light. Dude, there's some light coming in. Okay, we got hook. Oh, we have a light bulb. That's not what I need? Oh, okay, fine. Oh my god, lady. Why did this not work on the other one? No, take the bulb back. Oh my god. Okay. There's a paper. Morse code. Did we take it for the Morse code? Can I use the hook for this? Okay, no. I found a sheet of paper with Morse code key on it. On the helicopter pad. I might be able to use it. Oh my god, what a crazy story this is. Now, unfortunately, it is I just realized it's way past when I usually end stream. So, we're gonna have a part 2 next week. We are gonna continue this crazy adventure. And, like, see what happens next with our crazy lady. Now we know what that is. That's probably the soul. That doesn't look like a secret lab, though. It looks like some ancient ruin. Oh my god. And we revived the dude in the hospital, and then we had no comments on that. We didn't be like, oh, you need help, or oh, can you tell me what you know? We just gave him a cup of water. That was what the cup of water was for. We gave him old hospital water. Ooh, nice. Excited to see you stream again. Damn it, I have work tomorrow. But I'll probably be there just watching quietly. Don't forget to post the buns. The buns? Oh! The buns. I'll try to see if I have the picture. The lady's buns. Because I know I had it on my phone, and I probably saved it, but I don't have any guarantees that I actually did. But I know it's not in my phone anymore. Well, here, let me check. Let me check. Because I regularly purge my phone. And I did one somewhat recently. Let's see. Do I still have Heidi's buns? No, I don't have the bun photo. I'll have to... No, it's just on my other computer. I'm... Today is an off day for me. Like, I don't... I'm normally used to hope. Well, I have other stuff I need to do, but I will post it, later in the Discord channel, in the nonsense. I'm sure you guys will find it. Will get a kick out of it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for keeping me company through this game. I mean, it's uninteresting enough that it doesn't matter what conspiracies she has. Like, I still kept getting distracted by just, like, talking to you guys. But yeah, we'll find out what happens next week. Until then, bye! We make all of the clips.